And we're live. Ladies and
Good
gentlemen,
morning, fellas.
welcome to episode 1 of For Your Information. My name's Ben, I'm with Matt and Lucas. We're finally in the big leagues
Yeah, the formal
because,
start.
formal start. We've actually got our shit together this time, and we've got a few talking points that we can go through. And, we can go from there.
It's going to still be a ramble, I'm sure, though,
Oh,
as we do like to veer off
Guarantee
in
that.
the
yeah,
direction.
as always. Yeah, so, I thought I'd start us off, if you guys are all right. I thought it was very interesting that Optus managed to experience a major data breach.
Now, I got an email. I got an email today.
Are you an Optus customer?
Yeah, are you?
Ooh.
Are there any of
No.
you guys?
No?
Oh, what do you use? Telstra plebs?
Telstra.
Yeah, we'll have a go then. Yeah, well, I got an email. It was like, look, we gotta inform you that your account's been touched up by a few few scammies. They didn't. Yeah, they made sure. They're like, look, the only thing they took, your name, birth date, maybe a little bit of a cheeky driver's license number or something. It's like,
Just the
you know,
basics of your
Yeah.
personal information, nothing to worry about.
from what I've gathered, they haven't been taking money from Optus or whatever. But like, they have my name and my number. I'm not really too concerned.
Yeah.
It's like I might get a few scam calls here and there. I can deal with those. They're usually fun. Keeps me
Yeah.
occupied.
For our non-Australian viewers, Optus is the second largest telecommunications provider in the country. Just thought I'd clarify in case anyone's a bit confused.
And about like the fifth best.
Yeah, it tends to go like that. The best being DVE Cloud. Sign up today for business customers.
Vodafone.
Vodafone.
Yeah.
Do Vodafone even do internet?
Oh yeah, probably. You can imagine.
They
They
do.
got the mobile. Yeah.
Yeah.
I wouldn't touch it. I wouldn't even go
Well,
near it.
considering Vodafone don't have any fucking cell towers here, you can't get service with them.
Oh, good. That's just the way I like it.
Just the way you like it.
I only want to call 000 anyway.
Yeah. What
They're
are
the only ones that talk back and
What are
answer.
their NBN plans like? What are they charging? Oh, they're gonna make me put my fucking address in. Oh no, no.
Hey, that's pretty cheap.
When you already have a phone plan with us, otherwise it's 80.
Oh, yeah. Well, that's where they get you. Get out of it. I don't want to look at
Yeah,
this.
don't look at it.
Disgusting.
Yeah. I also thought it was interesting, back to Optus, that the breach actually occurred on Wednesday and they waited till Thursday afternoon to say anything.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
They wanted to get to their customers as quick as possible, but it was already on
Well,
the news
they-
before they emailed me.
Yeah, it was on the news and it happened 24 hours before it was on the news.
Yeah. So they did good. They got as quickly as they can.
Yeah, very fucking A for effort. E for effort. Optus, good job. What
So
is this?
what are we reading here? What do we
So,
got?
human error may be behind a massive data breach.
I
Data
wonder which
sensitive
human.
Customer information, including passport and driver's license numbers. An anonymous source has pointed fingers at the IT programmers.
In your insider, yeah.
Would only grant access to authorized company systems. Outsiders may have been granted access via a test network.
What are they going to do though? What are they just going to apologize? Are they going to
Well,
compensate me for my number being leaked to the whole world?
I don't think. Probably not. Not unless you can prove that because of that leak, you've been getting hit up by fucking Rajesh Singh of Microsoft Support. Rajesh.
Yeah. Who needs me to?
Because that's the first place. It's already popped up on hacking forums, all of the data. Just a spreadsheet of millions of phone numbers. And Indian fucking scam callers are going to eat that up like spaghetti on a Friday.
Yeah. Because that's what you want on a Friday. Nice spag bowl. Slip
Yeah.
it up.
Always. I'm disappointed that we couldn't prevent it. Good job, Kelly.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Yeah.
I guess when you're that big of a company,
It's inevitable.
I don't know. Do you think it's like it could have been prevented, or it's just going to happen anyway?
I
surely-
think if this source is correct, this particular issue could have absolutely been preventable. Because especially in a major telco, your test networks should be locked down very tight.
I said it was a human error, so I think.
Well,
like,
yeah, they
Gary-
were saying that like with their test networks that they use to like test stability settings and stuff, it probably would have had like a fucking open firewall setting or something on there, because they did mention something about a firewall error yesterday, I think it was.
What customers can do is just be vigilant of like, yeah, of what is your fault, mate? Like,
Yeah. What are we meant to do here?
am I meant to be vigilant of the 12 phone calls I'm going to get tomorrow? Is that what they're
I
asking
think
me to
that's
do?
what they're telling you to do. Yeah. I think they're just telling to you, Lucas, that you need to just go full mute on your phone for the next 48 hours and ignore everyone because they're all going to be Indians.
Sorry, Nan. I'm sorry, Nan, if you're trying to call me.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No,
can't
not
do
happening.
It. From what I understand, you could be a scam call. You could have got my number from Optus. I'm not letting you.
That's
I'm not letting you come through.
You're going to need to contact me via carrier pigeon.
Yep. I want to, pen pals. That's what we're going to have to be from now on because that's the only way to keep it safe.
That is the only way, in fact, yeah. Totally correct. Yeah, I thought that was very interesting.
Yeah, well, good on them.
Yeah, good on them. Good on them for being hacked, you reckon?
Yeah.
Yeah?
They did good. Good effort. Solid effort.
Yeah, right.
Oh, well, they got to have something in the news. Otherwise, no one's going to know what's going on with them. Everybody would have forgotten about Optus.
That's fair.
Might bring some sales around.
Yeah?
Yep.
Do you think we should try for a Optus sponsorship for the podcast?
Yeah, maybe.
You reckon?
Well, they're going to need it now. I reckon they're going to need it.
They're going to need it.
I reckon they've lost a bit of traction. So, to our viewers, Optus.
Look, Kelly,
that's the way to go.
Contact information is in the about page of the podcast. Hit us up if you want or if you want a sponsorship. We can work something out with you guys. Absolutely.
Too easy.
Yeah. What else have we got? This was very funny.
Now, what do we got here?
There was a forum or something, and South Korea's president was speaking to Joe Biden, and he left his mic on before giving him a spray.
Oh, nice.
Oh, what did you give him a spray for?
Something about saying they're all useless fuckers because they can't pass anything in Congress.
Yeah,
Jesus.
he's not wrong.
Yeah, here we go. How could Biden not lose damn face for these fuckers do not pass it in Congress? He
swore. He proper.
Yeah, he. I told you. I'm not paraphrasing.
Yeah.
This Yoon Suk Yeol, sorry for any Korean viewers, has been the president of South Korea for 4 months.
Oh yeah, that's a good look.
Very good start, Mr. Yeol. Suki Yeol or Mr. Yeol, do you reckon? Like, is that one name? The Suki Yeol?
That's the family name, man.
That's the family.
I think. Yeah.
So it's not like a middle name, surname sort of deal?
Yeah. No.
Okay.
I'm not sure how Korean names work, sorry.
Yeah, I'm not.
Neither
if
do
you
I,
are
but just
Korean
recently.
or you're familiar with Korean culture, let us know. We'd love to hear from you.
You know what? But someone had to say it, and I doubt Biden even recollected any of it. He's probably gone home eating some macas right now. Forgotten about it.
He probably got
Chill
lost
out.
on a stage again. Have you seen the compilations of those?
I don't think he's Man's handshaking no one, falling on step Did you see that recent interview with him? And he was just talking.
It's time for our seen and unseen segment.
What's this?
Sorry for using Fox News. I understand they're not the sharpest tools in the shed over there.
Yeah, look at him, nice. So he's proper gone to the left, went for a handshake for probably.
What the fuck?
Yeah, Ghost. He's just talking to Ghost.
And this is the leader of the free world?
This is the president of the United States.
There's not a
ladies and gentlemen.
single other person on the stage.
No, there is. He's just
He's just on the other end.
Other end.
Okay.
For our audio listeners, sorry, this is probably very confusing for you. We're watching Joe Biden get very confused. If you look up Biden lost on stage, you could probably find a large compilation of him doing this repeatedly, because it's not the first time it's happened, and it's not going to be the last.
Better to watch than SNL these days, though.
It is better to watch than SNL. Fuck SNL, who needs Jimmy Kimmel when you've got Joseph Robert? Is it Robert? Who needs Jimmy Kimmel when you've got Joseph Robinette Biden Jr. getting lost on a stage while people cheer and clap?
I understand. Kind of can't stand that Jimmy Kimmel, eh?
Oh, he looks like he's just made of fucking plastic.
Yeah, but I guess at the point that he's in, the fame, I guess, gets to you, and when all you're doing is talking to celebrities and stuff, that's the way they got to talk. It's just to seem funny for people that just get entertained by stupid shit.
Yeah, true.
So, Principal Richardson, thank you for
Have you seen the one? Yeah,
welcoming
it's the
us
ice cream
here
truck go behind
today.
him.
and
like, edited
Secretary
in.
Cardona and Mayor Bowser and Chancellor Fairby. You know, thank you for joining us as well. Families across the country. You know, the school year. Gosh, it always
middle of his
brings
wife
this
speaking.
sort of mix
For
of
our
emotions
audio
for all
listeners,
of
this might be
us.
confusing.
You
Look
know,
up Joe
all at
Biden
once,
chases
we
ice
feel
cream
the
truck,
anticipation of
and
It's
you'll
very
understand
And then he
what we're talking
returns,
about.
but he doesn't return with an
teachers.
ice cream. Clearly,
You know,
they
the
didn't have the
relief
cookies or
of
cream or
not
choc
having-
chip that he wanted. He wasn't.
What do
He
you
wasn't
think Joe
having it.
Biden's favourite ice cream is?
I'm sure, probably something dumb, like pomegranate.
Pomegranate ice cream.
All right, this should be the last audio one. Oh look,
For now, for the time being, guys. Sorry for our audio listeners. This has got to be disorientating at best. What we're watching now is Joe Biden at some sort of gathering
In Ohio.
in Ohio, and he's holding an ice cream cone, but we can't see it over this woman's buff head.
it looked like vanilla.
God,
It
look
honestly bland, boring, just like him.
Bro, what
No,
the
it's
fuck's
chocolate.
wrong with vanilla?
No, it's chocolate.
Joe Biden is enjoying a chocolate ice cream in a lovely spring day in Ohio, in Cleveland, Ohio. Yeah, chocolate chip ice cream. There you go.
Did he just bite with like the front of his? Ugh.
It's probably Den.
Let's replay.
Which is man, like
See, look.
Oh my
that's a
God.
solid bite.
He used like,
No.
but he used his like 2 front teeth.
That's the most
Oh.
stimulation that man's felt in years.
Probably.
I guarantee it. That's
Back,
incredible.
back to that South Korean
Yeah,
president.
back
You
South
reckon?
Korean president. ladies
Now,
and
do you
gentlemen.
reckon he's going to get any backlash?
Probably not internationally.
Not internationally. You don't reckon?
I don't
even the
think-
Congress is going to be like, "What the hell is this man on about?"
I don't think they're going to care much, and I'll tell you why. It's because South Korea is a very valuable asset for the United States in Asia.
Yeah, but they also rely 100% on United States backing.
Exactly. So it's a mutually beneficial agreement. Why would either side start bickering over some clown saying they're fuckers?
Our relationship with the Republic of Korea is strong and growing. Clearly not growing. It's what he just said is a little bit backwards. The two leaders had a good, productive meeting on the margins of the United Nations. Now, that's great and all, but is it worth anything at the end of the conversation behind Biden's back where he just goes, he doesn't know shit. Their country's fucked. Congress don't know what's going on. Was it really a productive meeting then?
It probably wasn't a productive meeting. No. It seemed a lot of these are like that though. It's the very same. Oh, we're going on a journey, around the world in 80 days. We may as well pop in and say good day to fucking Mr. Macron and Mr. Sukiol, and they'll just talk some shit, take some photos, say that oh yes, we're very good friends. We're strengthening our alliance. You see it all the time on like the Prime Minister's fucking Twitter account. And it's like, oh, I met with Liz Truss and we talked about how beneficial the Australian-British relationship is with each other, and then I fingered her under the table at fucking 4 Downing Street.
Nice.
Like, it's...
Ate some crumpets.
Tea and crumpets.
Nice.
Nice, I agree.
Oh, well, look, I think when it comes to it, they just got to stop being fake with one another, like just putting on a show. Because that's all they're doing, I reckon.
It
Like, they're
is a
just putting on
show, but people love the show. That's why they keep doing it.
Did Joe Biden go to Lizzie's funeral?
He did, yes.
Has he ever met her?
No, he's the only US president since Eisenhower to not meet the Queen. Or maybe since
Eisenhower
since
met her, didn't he?
Truman. Since Truman.
I was gonna say Eisenhower met her.
Yeah, Eisenhower did meet her. So every US president since Truman had met Lizzie, and then Joey just said, nah.
Well, she cocked it. I mean,
He did, but, it was... He had 2 years to
It's
get
been-
over there.
He's been a president for a very long time.
Yeah.
I watched a bit of the funeral procession.
Yeah.
It's kind of cool, eh?
Yeah.
I don't know, just like all the old military shit. Kind of cool.
That's
Yeah,
the only
what's
thing
the
I can
cool,
give the monarchy credit for. Fucking King Charles is a fucking drippopotamus.
Oh my god. Have you seen, like, the tantrums he's been throwing?
Yes.
No, what's he been going off about?
Oh,
He was signing a paper and some ink got on his hand.
I cannot move this ink! Someone move this ink for me!
He was like, bloody hell, I cannot deal with this pen.
Happened like
Did he-
twice within like a couple days of him becoming king.
Didn't he like agree to have a beer with some random stranger?
Yeah, he did. Did you hear about that, Piercy?
No, what?
So he was doing something. It was either Edinburgh or like bloody Birmingham or something. Anyway, he's doing the rounds, like just shaking people's hands as he goes past, and one bloke comes up, he shouts out, "Oi, Charles!" Charles looks up, he says, "What's up?" And this fella says, "You want to go for beers?" Charles looks at him dead in the eye and goes, "Yeah, where?"
Did he go?
Well, this bloke was like, because he didn't expect the fucking King of England to say, "Yeah, where we going for beers?"
Man, that would have been like, you reckon he's a party man?
I think this bloke owned a brewery or something.
Oh, well, where else
What?
would he go then? Why would you go to your own bureau?
Don't-
Like,
don't-
what?
Didn't the King's Guard come over
so
and be
the
like,
King's
wait here?
bodyguard came up to him afterwards, like, "You stay here. He wants to meet you." And he came up, shook his hand, and said, "Yeah, I'd love to go for a beer with you sometime, mate. We'll organise something."
Yeah,
Yeah.
No,
Yeah,
that's
you
not.
can't do that stuff, because then it's
Yeah.
just like the whole public goes, "Oh my god, like I want to hang out with Charles. Why doesn't he
Oh,
hang out with me?"
he's drinking with a commoner, a plebeian. The rest of the royal family could fucking hang him a noose for it. Imagine.
Oh yeah.
Oh, they give enough shit to outsiders marrying into the family, let alone the King of England drinking a pint with a fucking stranger.
With a geezer.
With a the bloke was only like 30 odd.
Oh, he's probably like it was just a joke.
Yeah. Back to his attire though. That dress
that's
can make anyone look good.
Oh yeah.
You'd look like a saber as well. Like I saw
He's wearing a
in the
sabre, look at
funeral.
him.
Like
I
those.
know, like I saw in the funeral William, and like we can all agree he looks like a gronk.
He does
Yeah.
look like a toe, yeah.
But like he was in his fucking military pompous shit, and he had his saber. It was fucking sick. I
Yeah.
was like, fucking oath.
Yeah,
What
those
about
uniforms
this one?
are pretty cool.
Why is he wearing a broom?
Who?
King Charles. If you would please reference the video feed for our video listeners again. This is a very
Audio
Looking-
listeners, sorry.
pardon, yes, for our audio listeners. This is a very video intensive episode. I apologise.
No, it's not going to be the whole episode. We've got to
It's
cut
not.
this one. Like we can't. We got to talk about shit.
Yeah,
Although we do enjoy looking at pictures. We are school children.
we are school children. We did open this by listening to fart noises for our audio track.
Give him one good little listen, Ben. One
Right.
little toot.
Lucas, you know it's rude to talk with your mouth full?
I'm so sorry. I'm just indulging on some Smith light and tangy chips.
I'm just indulging on some Bundaberg rum, overproof and cola.
Oh, the overproofs.
Mm.
What are you planning on doing tonight?
Yeah, it's Friday, so why wouldn't I? Get on it.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I'm drinking Brookvale ginger beer at the moment.
So,
Ooh,
Alcoholic.
that's actually not too bad, eh?
It goes down all right.
But I reckon after about 3 or 4,
You get sick
I'm
of it.
like,
Yeah.
like ciders.
It's like a dry mouth kind of thing.
yeah.
For all our listeners listening in, why don't you let us know what alcohols make you dry?
Yeah. What's the
Well,
dry?
no,
what's
like-
your dry alcohol?
No, but you know what I mean? Like with the ginger beer, I feel like after 4 of them, I'm just like, holy shit, I need something to quench this thirst.
I can.
Like, I don't know if it's the ginger or like,
That's what it. Yeah, it'd be the ginger.
Mm-hmm.
why is there ginger beer? Why don't we make like a garlic beer?
Yeah, but
Oh.
well, I'm
Imagine
sure
the
someone's
fucking-
tried. Okay, but obviously it wasn't that great. Otherwise, everyone would be drinking it.
Yeah, I can imagine.
Yeah.
What about like a banana beer?
Your fucking mouth would stink for a fucking month.
Oh, and
Oh yeah.
again, change the topic. But what's the go with these fucking Russians?
We're getting
No,
there.
Like-
no. Yeah, let's pull that one up.
Let's
Like,
pull this one
because
up.
it's crazy. That country is going to shit.
Yeah, did you
and
see
I
the
wanna know-
fucking protests?
Oh, not just the protests. Apparently, people are fleeing that country like crazy. Like they are just
they
trying to
are.
get the fuck out.
But
They
I
absolutely
heard
are.
that like they're protesting, anti-war protesters, and they got like it got pretty violent, like with the police.
2,400
probably.
people have been arrested. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
That's a lot. Like, that's
So what
a
you're
lot of
saying
fucking
is they're going to
people.
be east of the Urals by now?
Oh, bro, they're gonna disappear, and their families are gonna get like cut off the record.
Yeah. So to clarify for people just that aren't sort of clued in on the Russia-Ukraine conflict, Big Putin recently announced that he is engaging in partial mobilization of the country and activating 300,000 reserve troops to head off the Ukraine. On to the start, that sounds fucking terrible. I know there's 300,000. Ukraine probably only has a couple 100,000 regular troops to start with. But when you think of the fact that Russia's already pretty fucked, they
were using conscripts to begin with, and most like a bulk.
Thing is,
portion of their main
all of their best trained troops are gone.
They're already used.
Conscripts
They're now
conscripts
using-
are already the worst troops you can have. They're already cannon fodder, and these
Bro, you
are
look at
people
fucking
that
Vietnam.
actively don't want to fight. There's going to be, and it's going to take
Vietnam.
weeks to months to get them field ready.
And this
But thing is that
this wasn't a call out of the blue. Like, Ukraine is pushing back. They are the counteroffensives from Ukraine are actually
Have you seen
devastating Russian troops.
Have you seen the footage of all like the supply depots they're capturing?
Bro,
Just
yeah.
filled
Yeah.
with ammunition.
Yeah, it's insane. It's incredible. Yeah.
Honestly, it's kind of cool to hear like a small country just kicking ass.
Well, that's what happens when the United States gives it a blank checkbook.
Oh, bro.
apparently.
The HIMARS systems they donated 4 HIMARS systems, and these rocket they're basically what are they? Mobile missile systems.
Yeah, and they've
Like,
got
For
a
those that aren't clued in, just
accuracy-
really big fuck
What's-
off missiles that go really
what's
far and
the-
really accurate.
accurate, like it's like within half a
It's
meter
like-
in it or
half
something.
a
I'm
meter
pretty
or
sure it's
something,
half a meter. It's so
But, like,
accurate that like
500 mil. Like, fuck, that's pretty close.
And before Russia can find where the system was fired from, they can fucking pack it up and drive it off and be gone in like 20 kilometers away.
Yeah, it's incredible. But yeah, so
but not only
basically-
did he call the partial mobilization, he has also threatened to basically the regions he occupies, he wants to annex as part
Yes.
of Russia. And,
And
then,
then-
go ahead and say, you keep attacking, you will be invading Russia, to which we can use tactical nuclear force against your troops or your country.
yeah, he's pulling a smart one.
It's smart, but no one's gonna fall. Like, who the fuck's gonna fall for that?
No one's gonna
Everybody's
fall for
going, you're retarded. Don't say stuff like that because you know it's not gonna work.
Yeah, the only people that are fall for it are the people that are watching Russo-Ukraine on bloody TV. Like, it's not going to work for anyone outside of Russia.
He knows they're gonna keep fighting. He knows they're not
Yes.
gonna stop. And he basically said around like the start and the middle of the war that using nuclear weapons as an option for warfare is detrimental to the world and nobody should ever do it. And now he's going ahead and saying, right, I have fucked up, everything is going to shit, and this is the only thing I can fall back on.
Thing is, I feel like the moment he presses that big button, he's fucked. Like, he's just shot himself, you know what I mean? Like, I feel like once you press that big button, there's no returning.
It's not just launching like nuclear bombs, it's like tactical nukes, so like bigger missiles that obviously are going to be
Have a nuclear warhead, yes.
Obviously,
it's not-
they're smaller scale, but Russian military doctrine has worked on that since the 70s. The plan to push through the Fulda Gap in the 1980s, were things to go hot, was to just nuke the fuck out of Austria and Germany
then just to walk
France, and then
troops
just
into
walk
it.
through radioactive waste,
Yeah.
and say we
Yeah.
won. We're the rulers of a steaming pile of shit.
Yep.
That's Russian military doctrine in a nutshell. They don't care, and I think that Vladimir Putin's in a point now where he's surrounded by yes men, so he doesn't know that this is a terrible idea, because anyone that would recommend otherwise is disappearing, because you can't go against the supreme leader's wishes. It's locked in his head that this is what he wants to do. Anyone that tries to persuade him of otherwise is being sent to Gulag.
And now George is tempted to jump in on it too.
George is tempted to jump in on it. All of the stands have pretty much said that if you're a Kazakhstani or Uzbekistani or Turkmenistani or Kyrgyzstani citizen,
Oh, Russians.
no,
No,
not
okay.
Russians. Don't say that. That might
Yeah.
that might cause a kerfuffle. But basically, if you're one of those citizens and you want to get involved with the war in Ukraine, go for it. But we're not protecting you legally, no matter what happens.
Yep. Good.
So, and Kazakhstan's already looking to leave CSTO as well, which I thought was very interesting.
And if they
Well-
leave, the rest of them will follow.
Well, CSTO is not exactly a large alliance.
Yeah, I know, but like, if Kazakhstan leaves, I'm pretty sure Uzbekistan, like Chechnya, or Chechnya is already part of Russia.
Chechen is not a thing.
Yeah, Belarus and Kazakhstan, Kyrgyzstan, and Tajikistan.
I reckon, yeah, those two other nations, they will back out of it as soon as Kazakhstan falls out of it. They
I
have no
mean-
point to follow with Russia if Kazakhstan isn't with them.
You know, I'd understand though, because fucking surely Kazakhstan's sitting there going, "Fuck, if they do that to Ukraine, you know, they can do it to us."
Mm,
You know what I mean?
yeah, absolutely.
We sweat
But,
fucking bullets.
A lot of people are trying to ship out of like Kursk and like St. Petersburg because of the conscript thing. Like
Yeah.
males are not allowed to leave cities. They are
Which
not
is exactly the same
allowing.
thing that happened in Ukraine in February. People were, or military-aged males were fleeing en masse. And it's the exact same thing here. The same people that waved their big Z flags and go, yeah, Slava Russia, are now fucking taking the first train to Helsinki because they're fucking terrified, as they should
The
be.
Finnish aren't letting them in.
The Finnish
The
aren't
Finnish
letting
said
them in.
no.
The Kazakhs probably are.
Georgia is.
Georgia is letting them in.
Baltic states said no. Like they all just agreed, fuck off. They
Go.
said we are not giving any legal protection to any Russian.
We've already got enough Ukrainians.
What I
Yeah.
thought was interesting was, as much as I disagree with not refusing them asylum, Germany is constitutionally obligated to give them asylum. Which I thought was very interesting.
Fuck.
And people
But-
are not happy with Germany. They're saying, "Oh, Germany, why are you giving refuge to Russians? They're Russians." What people I think don't sort of take into account is, yeah, they're Russians, but
They don't want to be part
if
of
they
Russia.
were
anymore.
if they were the type of Russian that supported the war in Ukraine, there's a good chance they would have signed up
They're probably already
voluntarily months ago, and there's a good chance they'd probably be dead. These people that are trying to flee are more than likely on your side of the argument, and you're saying,
That's why I
don't
don't agree
let
with
them in.
Finland doing it. Like saying no to people because they share like such a large border with Russia. So many people could flee through that into like Scandinavian nations.
Yeah, I
And,
think
like-
it's sort of a case of like revenge xenophobia. I hate to use that buzzword, but like the main reason that all of these countries are not allowing Russian citizens in their borders is because they're Russian. They're Russian. Russia is waging a war on Ukraine. Therefore, every Russian
that's
is
not
bad.
their choice.
It's not their choice.
And they
It's
don't wanna
obvious
be
they live
part
in a
of
fucking
anything.
dictatorship, and the people that are calling for this are just as disgusting as the people fighting the fucking war.
But I mean, I sort of understand when you think about it. Like people in Finland, their grandparents would have fought the Russians. You know what I mean? Like Russia to some of the Finnish should have been the fucking enemy for years. You know what I mean?
Well, it's the same with
Like-
us in Vietnam, for example.
But like Vietnam wasn't on our territory. You know what I mean? Like I don't know. And I guarantee there is some Australians that have resentment to Vietnamese, like there is with the Japanese with some of the older generations.
Oh, for sure. Absolutely.
But like, you understand where I'm fucking coming from here?
I do see where you're coming from. There's obviously going to be that push, that sort of, that dislike from members that fought in those wars.
Hatred.
Hatred, yeah.
Because,
But
like I
just
said,
because it's
people-
there and just because they fought in that war, doesn't mean the hatred is justified.
People our age would have grandparents and grandparents that in Finland that fought the fucking Russians in the 40s, like in the Winter War.
Do you think that two wrongs make a right, though? Do you think that's justifiable?
No.
No,
That's-
but I'm not saying it's right. I'm just saying I sort of understand where they're coming from. You know what I mean?
But
yeah, I can see where
it's
they're
sad
coming
because
from.
they're basically pinning it on just civilians that don't want to be a part of this crap anymore.
I guess, but Germany can't really claim that, can they? Just saying.
Yeah. Well, you can look at Germany.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, these chips are too good. I'm gonna put them away.
Our sponsors, Smith's Chips. What flavour?
Thin Smith chips, light and tangy.
Delicious.
Light and tangy.
Yeah, the green ones.
How's that a flavour? Chicken.
Yeah, what?
What are you on about? You never heard of light and tangy?
No, get fucked.
No.
Green is chicken.
No,
Green
the
is
thins,
fucking chicken,
thins chips.
What the fuck is stins?
Yeah, look it up because you brain dead fuckers need to look at this, and you're gonna
It's-
be like, oh yeah, oh.
The only other color that, or the only other flavor that green can be is like olive or bloody sour cream and chives.
Look, it's so real that you're looking it up on Cole's freaking website.
I am looking it up on Cole's website.
The Thins is just a Smith's ripoff.
Yeah, but like they're thin. They're not crinkle
They
cut.
are.
But I tell you what I dig. The fucking, was it sweet chili and fucking sour cream chips or something?
Oh, like the Red Rock Deli?
Yeah, oh.
Like the kettle chips?
Oh,
Yeah.
fuck.
Yeah.
Nothing hits harder than those.
Mm. Like, honestly, I reckon honey soy is
Are you a dip man?
overrated. My dip, man.
Yeah,
Depends-
like, do you
it
like
Bro,
dip?
depends on
Like
chips.
chips?
Sweet chili Philly. Mm.
Oh, yeah. It's basically just cream cheese with a bit of
Bro,
salt.
or French onion. Good. Oh, dig that.
Like you said with the honey soy chips, I reckon French onion's just a bit overrated.
Really, bro? Oh.
Like,
Just
you
couple
gotta
of
get a
Jazz
good one,
crackers.
I reckon.
What do you mean get a good one?
I know some brands are a bit iffy.
Yeah, you go for the good shit.
Do you like avocado or like guacamole ones?
Guacamole I like. Avocado by itself.
Yeah.
I reckon
Corn
avocado's
relish? You
overrated.
fucking had corn relish? Corn relish? Dip?
I dig it. To all our listeners, what's your favourite dip and
Yeah.
why?
Let us know in the comments below.
The Chris's, like the Chris brand.
Chris.
one-
Chris
yeah,
chips.
Chris. Yeah, no, the dips. Chris's dips.
Chris dip. Oh yeah, Chris's food. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't know these had a name. I just look at the fucking picture of them.
Yeah,
I just
oh,
put, like,
yeah.
The color. Yeah, see that capsicum one? I got it's on my desk.
Oh, the
right
capsicum.
now.
Capsicum's good, eh?
fucking good.
Yeah, it's on my desk right now, and I ate it all. It's all gone.
The what's the fucking sun-dried tomato one? That's fucking
Nah.
good as well.
That's like sun-dried tomato and capsicum, isn't it, or something?
Is it something like
It's
that?
something weird like that.
Yeah.
I don't know. By the way, have we set up a Discord for the listeners and viewers?
I'll be doing that either this evening or tomorrow.
Yeah, I like it. Solid.
Yeah. Also, hopefully by the time you listen to this, ladies and gentlemen, we should have a Discord that you should be able to find in the About section of our podcast.
Nothing beats like a food platter though, like cabanossi,
Mm.
bit of
What, like a
cheese,
fucking
Some
cheese
Jats
rock.
crackers.
Charcuterie board.
Yeah. Do you like
Like-
gherkins?
Gherkins.
Yeah.
Pickles.
Like little pickles.
They're not
What?
bad.
Little pickles. You know a lot
Gherkins
about
and
them, mate.
pickles are the fucking same.
Yeah, but gherkins are little pickles.
Yeah,
I
they're
feel like
literally
you
pickled. They're literally pickles.
pickled cucumber.
Yeah.
Yeah, those things. You like
Bro.
them?
I'll eat 'em if they're
Sometimes. Do you like sauerkraut?
there.
I don't think I've ever had it.
I
Pickled
can't-
cabbage? It's fucking good, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro. I went a couple of years ago. I went to the Christmas in July fucking thing in Sydney, where they had like this German fucking like
Is it
sausage
just cream
fan.
with like cabbage?
Hang on, German sausage fan. I mean the food,
Mm-hmm.
and like they made hot dogs, bro. And they're like, "Oh, you want sauerkraut?" And you put it on top, cheese, bro. It's fucking unreal.
I would think that something like sauerkraut would go really good with a hot dog or a sausage.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm pretty sure it's cabbage.
Yeah, a
I'm
finely
pretty-
cut raw cabbage that has
Yeah.
been fermented by various lactic acid bacteria.
Yeah, so it's just pickled
What?
cabbage.
Yeah, pretty much.
Huh.
Yeah, it's fucking good.
Yeah, food.
What about
science.
cheese on a hot dog? You go cheese on a hot dog?
Oh shit, yeah.
Yeah,
Mustard?
No,
Surely.
tomato
What?
sauce.
Oh, mustard
Bro.
and tomato sauce.
Mustard is ass.
yeah. I'm not a fan of mustard.
What? For real? No, I go it any day.
It's
Like American, mild, English.
it's.
That
A,
other
I
one.
think mustard is a better
Dijon.
ingredient than it is a topping.
Dijon, actually, I dig Dijon.
Yeah, Dijon
But
mustard. I don't like
anything
seeded
else?
mustard. It's just
Mu-
Yeah.
Everything mustard is ass.
nah. I don't mind it.
Mustard as an ingredient is really good, but mustard as a topping is.
Ugh.
Neither did the Germans in World War One.
Hmm?
Thank you, Ben. Thank you.
That was a tier 3 joke. That one.
Thank you.
You need like a fucking bachelor's degree in modern history to understand that.
Yeah, thank you though. I was hoping at least
Are
one
you
of you got
joking?
it.
Are you joking about fucking chemical warfare?
Yeah.
Kind of
Ugh.
funny. Here's one for you, Pierce. You might enjoy this as well. Have you been caught up with the recent chess drama in the chess world?
That's about someone cheating.
The Grandmaster fucking quit the
Got-
game.
Yeah.
But didn't he got fucked
Yeah.
up by some 19-year-old, and they asked
he
like
blamed
what
it on
happened,
cheating.
and he's like, I can't say, otherwise I'll
say,
get in big
yeah.
trouble. Yeah. I watched a video on it the other day actually.
Yeah. So the main theory is that this 19-year-old Hans Niemann used a...
There's something in his shoe.
No, he used a chess bot hooked up to a butt plug.
Yeah. It was all
To a
like
butt
apparently
plug.
there's an entire wire system that they can hook up to themselves.
I heard it was in his shoe.
That's a pot. You can do it in the shoe, but the theory that because they searched people's shoes before they go in this tournament, so it couldn't have been in the shoe. But they obviously didn't give him a fucking cavity search. So what they're thinking was they pretty much put a little Raspberry Pi computer in this fucking butt plug, and it'll vibrate to tell what the best move is to make.
How do you understand the vibrations?
You'd
Like,
have to- you'd have to
Like
practice.
like a Morse code.
Yeah.
Like a 1,
Like,
2, 3.
Oh, Queen
1, 2,
to
4.
L4, whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, it must be
My
something like
question
that.
is, right, how is there a video, is there like video feed? Is it like live streamed so
Yes.
people can see the board?
Yes.
Yeah, but how do
And
you tell what's vibrating in his anus? The
It's,
video.
it's a hard one to tell. Fuck,
No,
you
no,
must-
no. I'm saying like so for the people to vibrate it. Like, if he's like, why are you in the chess tournament, right? One of the best tournaments in the world. Why do you need someone else on the other end? Why aren't they just in the tournament? Why are they the ones
Exactly.
vibrating
Why
your butt
do
plug
you cheat?
to
That's
play with the
the
fucking
question.
chess?
Why do you cheat? That's exactly what it is. Yeah.
No, not why you cheat, but like if you're relying on a guy like through a video feed to vibrate your butt plug to play chess, why isn't he just playing
Well,
chess?
that's what I'm saying. Like, it doesn't make sense. It's stupid. So, it's the same sort of thing. Like, why do you cheat? It doesn't. I don't.
And like,
understand.
why do you want to be the best at chess if you actually don't know what the fuck you're doing?
Some sort of claim to fame, I guess. You know, if you go for a job at an accounting firm and you put in your resume that you were the chess grandmaster for a little bit, they might.
It'll be a climb to fame when they find out he was using a butt plug.
Sandra at reception might get a little bit soggy. Who knows?
He probably got soggy fuck.
He
the
probably
vibrations.
did got soggy with a fucking butt plug in him. The poor cunt.
What the fuck?
No, well,
I just thought it was very interesting that the prevailing theory is he's using butt plugs or anal beads to cheat.
you
in
know
chess.
what? If you're cheating, he put in a lot of dedication for it. I'd say.
Yeah, but still,
Do you think
it doesn't
do you think he
excuse him from
deserves it?
fucking cheating.
No. But I'm saying like in terms of cheating, he put a lot of effort.
Right. Okay. Gotcha. I mean, yeah, obviously you do, because you got to put a lot of effort into cheating chess. It's fucking chess.
Yeah, well, come on. All right, what else we got? Is there anything?
What else have we got here?
Bro, was there like with Carl Stefanovic and fucking what's her name over in England doing the fucking live shit about the fucking Queen's death and stuff? You know they were doing that.
Oh, there's like a
I'm
lawsuit
pretty sure
coming
one
up,
of
I
them
think, now.
didn't one of them get fucking ripped? Well, they got ripped because they were flirting or carrying or some shit I saw.
Here's an article here saying that Carl Stefanovic is being investigated by the police for touching up a waiter.
Oh, nice.
Actually, I did see something like that. I can't stand him, mate.
He's a fucking wanker.
Daffy can't stand him either.
Yeah, good. She's got the right opinion.
Fuck, I should G up Mum to sponsor our fucking podcast with Daffy's wise words.
Sponsored by Daffy.
Fucking oath.
Let's do it. Fuck it.
Hey, look at this. Hey, look up. Did you see on the news.com? It's like Iran's blocking the internet.
I did see that. That's actually another good topic, is the protests in Iran. Have you heard about that?
I don't know what's going on with it.
So
They looked in-
basically, there was a woman, I forget her name. But
if you scroll down, the article's just down. I think
is it?
a couple down the bottom.
But yeah, anyway, this
Just on
woman
it.
was not wearing her hijab properly. So the Iranian cultural police took her away, and there was footage of them fucking abusing her, like pushing her against vans and stuff as like she was loaded into the cop car. A couple days later, she dropped dead in court, and an autopsy revealed that she had multiple brain hemorrhages and like heavy bruising and stuff all around her.
Jesus Christ.
So protests kicked off from that. Basically, fucking women burning their hijabs because they've had enough of living under Islamic theocracy. Good
You know,
on 'em.
fucking good on them.
Fucking good on them. I'm glad
Like-
they've had enough of it.
Honestly, just
especially if that's the backlash you get for not wearing one, death.
I mean,
practically death.
I understand it's your beliefs and shit. Yeah, good
But
on you. I respect it.
That's
but
the key
that's
point.
just
Your
that's-
belief.
But yeah, but that's not modern. Like that's just fucked.
It's barbaric.
You know what I mean? Like that's something that fucking happened thousands of years ago,
Yeah.
and it's
exactly.
unbelievable that they still do it.
I'll
I'm not-
stand by this.
I'm not religion.
Hardline Islamism is the most barbaric ideology in the modern world.
I've got fucking nothing wrong against them. It's just
I've got a
I feel
problem
like
with
the
hardline.
extremists.
I've got a problem with Islamist extremists. Muslims, I don't give a fuck. Believe what you want to
No,
believe.
that's what I'm saying. Like, just your average fucking neighbour who so happens to be a Muslim, I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, good on you.
Yeah.
If you want to wear a hijab or a burqa
You can.
or a niqab, go for it.
But
But when you require it by law to wear it, when you don't let women drive, when they have to
And-
be accompanied by a male when they go anywhere, it's incompatible with freedom, and therefore it's incompatible with my beliefs. So go fuck yourself. That's my opinion on it.
But yeah. Anyway, who are we to fucking judge? Obviously.
Continuing on the article, they're shutting down the internet because
Yeah.
they're all corroborating with each other. Like,
Yeah, so Iran, obviously, because they're an authoritarian state, they have control of the ISP. So they've literally just shut down the internet in Iran. And I believe it was something
Yeah, right.
between like
Like,
15
you're
or
talking to each
other
other.
15 to 20 other protesters have been killed since the protests began a couple days ago.
Yeah, right. So is it like nationwide?
Nationwide, this is the biggest civil unrest since the Islamic Revolution in '79.
Yeah, right. So in '79, is that when the extremists took over?
Yes.
Yeah, right. Shit, eh?
Very interesting.
Oh well.
What else have we got? Should we talk about the Australian Republic? Should we get into that, Todd, or is that a bit...
look, we can touch on it. I don't
Yeah.
mind touching on it.
You don't mind
'cause
touching on it?
I think I might have a bit of a... I'm not a counter to your opinion, but yeah.
Like a devil's advocate sort of position?
Yeah, kind of, maybe, yeah.
Okay, well, for those that aren't in the loop, obviously there's a fairly heated debate about whether Australia should ditch the monarchy and become a republic, because currently King Charles is their head of state. Obviously the Australian Republic movement headed by Peter Fitzsimons, they forgot to capitalise his name there.
They've gained plenty of traction since the Queen's died.
But there's also been a lot of backlash that I've seen.
It's just publicity. Like,
It is.
What better moment to
I mean,
proper advocate your position on making Australia a republic after the head of state after what 90 fucking years?
Not 90, like 70. The Queen's
70?
been around.
That's still a long time, eh? Like,
that's
Very
a long
long
time,
time.
eh?
Oh, yeah.
Like that's a solid stint.
A very solid stint.
you've passed what 3-4 generations basically.
Yeah, and that's why I think
So-
that now is the perfect time, now that we've lost this long-standing figure of the monarchy, now is the perfect time to sit back and go, well, why aren't we looking after ourselves? But, yeah. I think
What do you reckon, Ben? What do you?
Yeah,
I'm a
yeah,
staunch
I want you to-
Republican.
yeah,
I am
figured.
a very, very staunch Republican. I think that monarchism is the antithesis of freedom. You can't have a truly free society and a truly independent society when your head of state, the person that's ultimately the top dog in your government, was born into that right and holds that for the rest of their life, and they live on the other side of the bloody planet, 20,000 kilometres away from Canberra.
But that's like essentially right. I understand they are a head of state, and technically they can overrule shit of themselves if they want to or whatever. But at the same time, she hasn't really done much to do that. Like governor generals are in that
She got rid of
position
Gough
basically. What?
She got
Gough
rid of
Whitlam
Gough
wasn't
Whitlam.
our. Oh, okay. For what?
Oh,
What was that
God.
for?
Wasn't he one that gave back the land to the Aboriginals?
Yeah.
Was it Gough Whitlam that got
I'm
sacked?
pretty sure it was.
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
Yeah. I think it was him that gave...
It was him, yeah.
Yeah. He
There's
terminated
a song about...
conscription. He institution of universal healthcare and free university. In the
So
implementation...
why'd she get rid of him?
So he sort of wasn't too bad at a Prime Minister then.
In his first term, yeah, but...
Well, there's always the good and the bad.
There was basically a big blue between the House of Representatives and the Senate. They didn't want to, because obviously there was a opposition majority in the Senate.
Yeah.
Labor held the House. They couldn't get anything done, basically, because they weren't willing to budge on anything. So, this crisis ended.
What was Whitlam, Labor?
Whitlam was Labor.
Yeah.
He was the majority.
Basically, the Governor General, under direction of the Queen, dismissed Gough Whitlam from office and appointed Malcolm Fraser as the Prime Minister.
But in that situation, right, isn't it reasonable to have someone to just go, fuck it, this is what needs to be done, because you guys cannot fucking sort it out
But
yourself.
that's not what the people voted for. The people voted for a Labor government.
But they weren't getting shit done.
Well, that's the problem of the opposition. They're
how did
refusing to work. They're refusing to work with each other. Yes, and I understand that it brings government to a complete deadlock, and that's a major flaw of democracy, which I won't get into this episode. But I've got some opinions on democracy as a whole.
Hang on. What are you saying?
No. It's not saying like he wants to revert to anything else. It's just democracy. I believe democracy is the best thing we have, but it's nowhere near perfect.
It is far from perfect, absolutely.
Mate, I can't imagine there'd be any government ideology that would be
That's what I'm
perfect.
saying. It's the best we have at the moment. I got back into these chips. I lied to you. So I didn't. I put them away, and now I'm fishing this bag like it's
Oh, don't pop its cherry. It's a little bag cherry.
Ben, whoa. Oh.
Well, he was the one talking about fisting a fucking bag of thins.
It's going to be an amateur after this, man. I've fully gone deep.
Yeah, fucking hot dog down a hallway, you reckon?
Yeah.
Well, to all our young listeners, we're sorry.
I've clarified that this is a very mature audience that we're catering to. If parents, if
We
you
take
walk,
no
if you walk
legal
in with your 12-year-old
responsibility.
listening to For Your Information, fucking rip into
We
them
take-
and take away their computer for a week, because they should not be listening to this.
Yep. It's your fault.
We take no responsibility.
We do take no responsibility for what they hear. It's your child. Do your fucking job.
Anyway, let's go back on the Republic
yeah,
thing.
back on the Australian Republic thing.
I understand your position, as in the monarchy is, bullshit, whatever, it's a piece of shit. Same
So
time,
we also...
I think we built our society too much around it that it's just going to be such a difficult task to transition into something
How?
independent.
But would we just get rid of the Governor General and change the fucking $5 note?
But the entire economy that would need to be changed.
What would change with the economy?
Wouldn't they have to? They'd have to change all the stamps and stuff like that.
The stamps.
They get around to having not the Queen's face on coins.
I mean, that doesn't.
I'd say, that wouldn't happen straight away. That'd be a long-term thing. You know what I mean?
Sorry, I've opened up Netflix and I can't close it, and now I can't hear anything.
No, well, technical difficulties on Lucas's end. We'll get back to you in a moment.
A lot of technical difficulties. I cannot. It's playing some random show.
Fuck, we did.
The computer's frozen. We're back in. I'm back.
You're back.
Again, sorry everyone who's listening. We're still kind of learning everything.
Yeah.
Oh, I know how to run my computer. I'm just a retard.
So Ben, how many listeners did we have on the last episode?
As of last checking, we had 8 people that tuned in.
Oh, well.
100% viewer retention.
Okay, well, thank you to those 8 people.
Yeah, thank you everyone that listened. We really appreciate it. It boosts my ego. It boosts fucking everyone else's ego here.
Makes me feel good on the inside, nice
does,
and warm,
yeah.
fuzzy,
And it boosts their
tingling
algorithm.
balls.
I know, yeah, well, like I said, we'll get this Discord, and if there's any criticisms, feel free to fucking tell us your opinion.
Absolutely. We stand by as staunch advocates of freedom of speech. If you think that our show is the worst thing that's ever come across your ear holes, please
We
tell
respect
us.
your opinion.
As long as you tell us why.
Here's the thing, right? Do you think Australia should appoint its own head of state?
Yes.
Now, when it comes down to that, though, who decides who that person is, and who do they represent as a whole? How do you find a neutral person to come along and go, I don't represent Labor, Liberal, Greens, I'm just here to just do what I want? Like,
Well, the same way we get anyone else in a position of government.
but where would they come from?
They would nominate themselves.
They can't nominate from a party, though.
Okay, they nominate themselves as an individual.
But let's say, right, somebody, a senior member of the Liberal government goes, I want myself to be head of state. And then we just put a Liberal head of state bloke in, and then Labor comes into control or whatever, and then he just goes, no, thank you. I overrule your shit.
But isn't democracy designed? I could be wrong here. Listen, isn't democracy designed to not have one single person? Like, you know what I mean? Like,
Yes.
what
of
I'm
course.
understanding from what you're
Even-
saying, Lucas.
Yeah, you're assuming
hear
that,
me out.
that the president of a theoretical Australian republic would be all-seeing and all-powerful.
Is that what you're saying, Lucas? Like,
I'm just saying, like, as a head of state, he represents the Queen, like, technically, yeah? The monarchy, yeah? He doesn't represent...
not if we're a
the
republic.
The Governor General does, yes.
Yeah, well, like the Governor General, sorry. Which is appointed by the Queen, yeah?
Yes.
Oh, well, the monarchy.
Yes.
Right,
Ju-
then that comes down to, well, one, now I'm starting to question how that's even a democracy. And two, now I'm just confused.
So how, at least from my understanding of how a Australian republic would work, is either two ideas of people nominating themselves and then everyone, like a general election, or every state, as a state government, would nominate their person, and then each of those people would go in the running, so there'd be a general election from that.
Do you
Isn't that what
understand where I'm
America sort of
coming
does?
from? They have, like, their House Speaker, don't they? Whatever.
Well, no, with the American presidential election, you would nominate yourself either as an independent or as a member of a party, and then there's a dedicated presidential... So it's like a normal general election where you would vote, and whichever individual earns the most votes in each state would win that state, and whoever has the most votes into the electoral college wins the general election.
But now, but let's
that
move on
makes
to
sense.
the Republic as a whole, right? It doesn't really affect anyone beside the royal family. It doesn't even affect the UK government.
What, us being a republic?
Yeah.
I think it certainly hurts our reputation knowing that we're still, for all intents
Because
and
we'd
purposes...
still rely on the Commonwealth.
We still rely on the Commonwealth. If we go to any foreign meeting, we're not truly independent because our head of state is the Queen, or the King, pardon. We're not an independent nation, and that's just a fact of the matter. We can parade like, oh, we've got our Prime Minister and this and that, and we're no longer technically a colony, but for all intents and purposes, we are a colony. Because even if it's... We are the Dominion of Australia. And that is fundamentally wrong.
Yeah, but by name, there's no real... Like, they don't really do anything besides back
Well, why
when
not
Gough
change it?
Whitlam was around.
If it's...
I guess it goes both ways, too. Like, it's like... I don't know. I just don't want to put effort into it. Couldn't give a shit. Like I said, it only affects the royal family, right? It's like it doesn't really hurt the UK government. They're just doing their own thing. They're not in charge of us. Like technically, the Queen or the King is, right? Not the UK.
Mm-hmm.
Because you think about it, right? When we were colonized and the whole world was colonized by the British Empire, they weren't ruled by a democracy that chose to do all that stuff. It was a monarchy running it, yeah?
Correct.
And then basically they went and said, no, we don't want you to be, a monarchy anymore. We're going to become constitutional monarchy where you basically have limited powers and we're a democracy now. So technically the democracy, like their government didn't do anything to colonize the entire world. They're just in charge of it now. And then everyone else was like, maybe not, don't really want that. But they still got the monarchies as head of state. The monarchy that has no control in the country that they technically own or owned.
Well, they do.
Right.
We just went through this with Gough Whitlam. The Queen has the power to remove the head.
But do you understand
of
what
the
I'm
House of
saying
Representatives in a country.
is there's no effect to us leaving, like, and to hurt reputation or like relations with the UK government. They don't. The UK government can't do shit to us, right?
Yeah, and I'm
But
not
the
concerned what the
but
UK
king,
government thinks.
But the king can. But the king just chills out in Buckingham Palace and does shit all. So if we got rid of him, it's like, oh, he'd be like, oh, well, I'm just losing power, but the UK government doesn't get hurt by it.
Exactly. So literally no one is harmed except for the royal family.
I've switched over. I'm now on your side. I've jumped the fence.
Yeah.
I've left Charles. I'm not his lapdog anymore. I'm not doing it. I've become a free man.
Congratulations. Welcome to the correct
I'm no longer in the leather gimp suit. All right, I'm out. I'm sick of this.
You're a free man, no longer a cuck to imperialism.
Yep.
Cock.
It's obvious now. It's right. It's like, it doesn't make sense to me now.
Yeah.
Because then just let them be old and frail in their fucking house up in,
If the
wherever they are.
English want to lick boots for a living, then let them have it. But I am fucking sick of it.
Like, they got rid of their own monarchy, but they're still doing it.
Yeah. And they spend millions of taxpayer money to support them. But again, that's not my problem. On that note, though, do we want to wrap it up here?
I
How long have we
believe
been going for?
56 minutes.
Yep. All right. I think.
you go.
Well, episode 1 concluded. Ladies and gentlemen, it's been a pleasure to have you. I hope you enjoyed our lovely, delicious, soothing voices, and I hope that you come back next week.
Please do a fart noise as an outro.
Personally, I'd like to apologise for the episode being late. Yesterday I wasn't feeling quite well and I wasn't up to talking.
No, turn that off. He's talking.
Yeah, no. Yeah, I wasn't quite up to talking for an hour, so I apologise
Little bitch.
personally.
We waited. We sat here and waited all night.
Well, mate, I'm sorry. You know, if you can't tell now, I am still quite nasally. And
I'm
last
hungry,
night,
and I'm still here.
don't even start.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for coming. Thank
you very much.
Join us back Friday next week when we'll fucking talk about something else, I guess. Thank you.
Enjoy your week.